Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to explore some exciting advances in behavioral instruction and learning techniques. Our focus will be a comprehensive overview of key methods such as equivalence based instruction, match to sample training, various therapy approaches, and observational learning methods. These techniques are shaping the way we understand and enhance learning across different settings, and I'm eager to dive into them with you. Let's get started. Equivalence-based instructional procedures play a crucial role in helping learners make connections between different stimuli without needing to be directly taught each relation. This approach supports generalized learning, meaning learners can apply what they've learned beyond the specific examples they've encountered. As a result, it helps create flexible behavioral repertoires. In other words, the skills developed are adaptable and can be utilized effectively across a wide range of situations and contexts. One of the biggest advantages of fostering stimulus equivalence is that it enables skill transfer. Learners become more adaptable, able to use their knowledge in new environments without requiring extensive direct training every time. This not only makes learning more efficient, but also supports long-term skill development. Match to sample training comes in several variations designed to support equivalence-based instruction. The standard version involves selecting a comparison stimulus that matches the sample stimulus presented. In identity match to sample, you're choosing exactly the same stimulus that was shown as a sample, focusing on exact matches. Symbolic match to sample, on the other hand, requires selecting a related stimulus that isn't identical but has a meaningful association, which helps develop symbolic relationships. Additionally, these tasks can be presented in different ways, either successively, where stimuli are shown one at a time, or simultaneously, where all options appear together. Underlying all of these approaches is conditional discrimination training, which teaches a learner to respond appropriately based on the context provided by the stimuli. This framework is crucial for understanding how these different match-to-sample methods function. When we compare acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, with conventional behavior analysis, the main difference lies in their core focus. ACT centers on mindfulness and acceptance strategies, encouraging individuals to engage in behaviors aligned with their values. It's really about addressing internal experiences and helping people develop psychological flexibility to adapt more effectively to life's challenges. On the other hand, conventional behavior analysis primarily targets observable behaviors. It uses techniques like reinforcement, punishment, and functional analysis to directly modify behavior patterns. So, while behavior analysis is focused on changing what we do outwardly, ACT takes a broader approach by also working with how we relate to our inner experiences. Now, let's look at the main types of non-equivalence relations. First, we have distinction. This is all about recognizing differences between stimuli, which is a key part of discrimination learning. Without this ability, it would be hard to tell one thing from another in our environment. Next, we have spatial and temporal relations. These relate to understanding where things are in space and when events happen in time. This understanding is crucial for grasping context and sequencing, helping us make sense of how things relate to each other in our surroundings and over time. Lastly, there are causal relations. These involve recognizing cause and effect connections, which are fundamental for predicting what will happen next and reasoning about the consequences of actions. Together, these non-equivalence relations help us navigate and interpret the complex world around us. Now, let's talk about the essential skills needed for effective observational learning. First, attentiveness and discrimination are crucial because they allow learners to focus on the most relevant behaviors and pick out the important details from what they observe. Without this focus, it's easy to miss key aspects of the behavior that need to be learned. Next, retention plays a big role. It's not enough just to see the behavior. Learners must be able to remember it so they can reproduce it later. This means the observed actions need to be stored in memory in a way that can be recalled when needed. The third skill is the capability for reproduction. This refers to the physical or cognitive ability to actually imitate the behavior. Even if a learner pays attention and remembers the behavior, they still need the necessary skills or coordination to perform it themselves. Finally, motivation is what drives a learner to put the behavior into practice. Often, this comes from anticipating positive outcomes or rewards, which encourages a learner to engage and persist in performing the learned behavior. All these skills work together to make observational learning successful. When we talk about an effective modeling procedure, there are four key elements to keep in mind. First, it's crucial to clearly demonstrate the target behavior. This means showing exactly what the learner needs to do, so there's no confusion about the specific actions to imitate. Next, using attention-getting techniques is important. These strategies help to capture and hold the learner's focus, ensuring they truly observe the behavior being modeled. Third, reinforcing the model behavior plays a big role in motivation. By providing positive feedback or rewards, we encourage the learner to keep imitating behavior. Finally, giving learners opportunities for imitation and practice is essential. This allows them to try out the behavior themselves, get feedback, and continue refining their skills until they master it. Together, these elements create a solid foundation for effective learning through modeling.